What's up, guys? Ricky here. Do you love Most Valuable Podcasts? And are you like myself where things that you like, you just have to let people know because they've got to be on your t-shirt at all times? If you do, you're in luck because we got Most Valuable Podcast t-shirts. You've probably seen myself, Dave, Mark, Sean, Brandon. You might have seen us wearing these t-shirts in videos. The good thing is now you can get your hands on one too. How do you do so? First off, send us an email, mostvaluablepodcast@gmail.com. Give us your name, your size, your address. We will then send you an invoice through Square. That's how you'll pay for it, $22 per shirt. And then after we get the money, we will send you a great Most Valuable Podcast t-shirt for you to wear so you can tell everybody that you love listening to Most Valuable Podcast. So go check it out. The directions are also in the description. What are you waiting for? We got the shirts just for you. But Johnny, let's close out the podcast talking about a topic that we haven't talked about in a while.
Not in a while, no.
It has been quite a while since we have talked about Game of Thrones, but here's what we're going to do. It was released.
You rolled the G somehow?
What, in Game of Thrones?
No, you rolled the R on the Thrones. My bad.
Thrones? Game of Thrones?
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. But
fancy British.
What we're talking about is, so I got this from Emergency Awesome. There's the directors for the episodes for season 8 have been released. So episodes, there's only 6 episodes. So we've got episodes 1, 2, and 4 are going to be David Nutter. Then you've got 2, 3, and 5, 3 and 5, Miguel Sapochnik. And then David and Dan, Benioff and Weiss, David and Dan are going to be 6. So what you have here is, let's just go through the directors really quick. Nutter's more of the director where it's like plot twists, and he's a Red Wedding guy. Expect a Red Wedding type of episode. If you're looking at Sapochnik, Battle of the Bastards.
Yes.
So from what we're looking at here, let's just break down the framework. So from what it looks like to me, episodes 1, 2, and 4 are going to be story-driven. Yes. Plot twists. Give me a twist here or there, something I don't expect.
Yes.
Episode 3, episode 5.
Theatrically awesome.
Big battles. This is where we're going to have our 2 big battles. And then episode 6, if we have a battle at 5, 6 will just be picking up the pieces. Where are we going to leave the series? Because it'll be the last thing that we see.
Yeah.
I am going to totally put you on the spot here, Johnny.
Oh, damn it. Not again.
From where we left episode 7, knowing what we know, 1, 2, and 4 are going to be more plot twisty. 3 and 5 are going to be more battle-y. 6, pick up the pieces. What do you think? What do you think season 8? How do you think it plays out over the 6 episodes?
So episodes 1 and 2 are going to be
plot twisty.
Plot twisty. It's going to be storyline. Obviously, it's going to be the that's
Starks.
specific. No, the White Walkers marching towards Winterfell.
So you're dealing with that threat.
Yes, but on the realization of we need to make plans in Winterfell while they're all there, like the huge group, the group of them. Yeah. Wow, give me names. Come on, give me names because I'm forgetting. John.
You're talking about John,
the Starks.
Danny.
Danny.
The first thing is Danny and John aren't there yet. Last thing we saw about them is they're on the boat.
Yes.
They're having great boat sex is what they're doing.
Well, they're going to make it there, though.
Yeah. I feel like beginning episode 1, they show up. Hey, I'm here. John walks in. Hey, I'm here, guys.
They've stopped with these slow moving of things.
Yeah. I think they're there episode 1.
Yes, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
The interesting thing that's going to be the plot twisty thing, and I don't know, I feel like this is the cliffhanger into episode 2.
Yeah.
Bran and
well, that's where I was getting to.
Yeah, Bran and basically me, they dropped the bomb of like Jon's the rightful heir, Jon's a Targaryen. Boom, da-da-da-da, and then we move that into episode 2.
1 and 2 are going to be basically a lot of that planning of what are we going to do about the White Walker thing going on. It's going to be like John, Danny, the Starks, all their right-hand people in the room, all debating what the hell are we going to do.
Bran and Samwell. are gonna drop the bomb.
Well, that's what I'm gonna. That's what I was gonna get to. Is then like Danny's gonna say something about her rightful place on the throne, because maybe even Jamie's gonna possibly be there, either episode 1 or episode 2.
True.
And maybe he's the say, hey, she's gonna stab you guys in the back.
Because the last thing we saw of Jamie, he was talking to Cersei.
He's leaving
in the map, but he was talking to her in the map room.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm leaving. I'm going to help them because this is...
That's what we said we would do.
Yeah,
That's
what we said what we would do. And this is like, if the White Walkers defeat them, there's no hope for us.
Exactly.
Kind of a thing. Let's nip this in the bud right now. So it'll be interesting to see what that kind of plays into it.
Yeah.
How it plays into it. Because one of the most interesting things, and I want to throw this out to you, this is kind of an overarching thing. Cersei, and I didn't realize this until it got brought to my attention, except for the first 2 episodes, has never left has never left King's Landing.
No.
Except for when she was up north in Winterfell, never have left King's Landing.
No. And that's the thing. I was kind of lumping 1 and 2, episodes 1 and 2 together, because you're going to get a combination of Jamie's going to show up, whatever interaction you're going to have with him, it's obviously going to be negative at first. And then he's going to like talk to him and say, you know what? I came here. We said we'd help you guys. I'm coming to help because Cersei's going to stab you guys in the back. She's planning on...
So do you really think Jamie would tell them, like, after they deal with the White Walkers, like, hey, she's going to stab you in the back?
I think he's going to tell them before. It's like, just letting you guys know, she's planning on stabbing you guys in the back.
Okay.
I came to help you guys because I said we would, and it's a thing of honor. Plus, if you guys don't make it through this, none of us make it through this.
Here's what I'm thinking. I'm going to give you kind of a storybook outline.
Yes.
And you tell me what you think if you want to fill in the edges.
Okay.
So episode 1, Jon and Dany come back.
Yes.
Most of the episode is going to be, we're going to be other places too. We got to check in on Cersei and stuff. But most of the episode is going to be Jon coming back, meeting with Sansa again, meeting with Arya again, reuniting the Starks.
Yes.
Basically reuniting at Winterfell. Oh, wait, here's Dany. End of the episode, I feel like the big thing they plop at the end is basically the Bran. And just wait for me to go all the way through, and then
I was gonna interrupt you on one of it when you're done with that, because there was one thing I wanted to add in there.
So at the end of episode 1, Bran and Samwell drop the bomb that he's a Targaryen. Then episode 2 is them dealing with most of that. However, getting prepared for the White Walkers. And the end of episode 2 is the twist of they think they have more time. White Walkers are at the door. Something has happened. The White Walkers have advanced further. Or while they're marching, because now they have a dragon, hey, I'm going out to scout first. The dragon comes first. And they have to deal with that. That's right at the end. Like, that is coming. Episode 3, White Walker Starks. This is where we get the Winterfell battle. Clash with everything. Obviously, they're going to beat the White Walkers because there's more episodes. Maybe people die in there. I don't know who. Maybe we get the twist of, I don't think they would do this, but what if they have the balls to kill Jon or Dany in episode 3?
Maybe.
I don't think they will. Someone's probably going to look at the IMDb page and Ricky say, hey, they have 6 episodes listed for those characters. What if they have the balls to kill one of them in Winterfell? What if they have the balls to kill Bran? What if they have the balls to kill Arya? What if I'm talking about a Stark.
Oh, Stark, yeah.
What if they have the balls to kill a Stark? Like, that is going to be an episode, big battle, somebody's dying.
I'm going to add something to your episode 1/2.
Go ahead.
Okay, before we do and here's what I was thinking. Before we do the Targaryen drop with Bran and Samwell, what if we have Jaime show up there? He finds out we have no right to the throne either.
Yeah.
Basically that concept.
That's what I'm saying. The end of the episode, Jaime's already there.
Yeah, okay. You didn't mention that. That's why I wanted to throw that in there.
The end of the episode is, boom, this is where it drops. Because then in episode 2, you've got the Jon Dany kind of, there's going to be some tension between them. Because I don't think it's going to be on the side of Jon. It's all going to be on the side of Daenerys.
Danny's going to be pissed.
This was my throne. I was promised this. and now you're like
above me.
What? Like that ain't the girl with a million fucking titles. That's basically
exactly
what she is. Egotistical. But like,
well, I mean, John had quite a few ones. Davos actually got into it.
Then you gotta think about the Jamie side. Is Jamie going to be, oh, I'm okay with this, or is Jamie going to be, what the fuck? What the fuck is this? A Targaryen? He's a Targaryen? Like, we don't know how that is gonna. We don't know how Jamie and Dany are gonna be if they're together. Then if he learns Jon's a Targaryen too, that could just create something else for this brewing pot. But episode 3, big battle, somebody dies. What if Jamie dies? What if they kill Jamie?
That's what I was thinking.
In episode 3. We almost thought they were going to kill him last season. They didn't. What if they kill him episode 3? Then number 4 is everything. We start to see more of King's Landing, more of Cersei, more of basically the Starks and King's
Planning
Landing.
what to do now, like with the Cersei's backstab.
You know what the end, and this is me, the end of episode 4. You know what my big kind of boom I'm leaving you off with? The Golden Army arrives in King's Landing. They're there. They're ready. They're ready to go down. They're ready to throw down. That's the thing that's going to change everything. The Golden Army. And then episode 5, you get the big battle. Obviously, tons of deaths. And then whichever side wins, let's clean up the aftermath in episode 6.
Okay, here's one wrench I'm going to throw into you. Just with the Golden Army thing. It's not a big wrench, but it's a little one to throw a little plot side story into. Who's not with the rest of them at this point?
You're talking about Tyrion?
No, Tyrion's with them.
Yeah, he's with... No, I'm talking... The Golden Army would be Cersei.
How's the Golden Army getting over there?
Boats.
And who's not there right now?
Theon
Greyjoy.
Yeah, he's going to, like...
He's going to fuck up...
Not Theon, his uncle.
Well, him too.
Yeah.
Euron is actually shipping them over. Who's trying to, A, save his sister, B, basically kill Euron, and who's going to fuck up the plan for the... It's called the Golden Army?
Yeah. Or the Golden Compass. Or
Golden Compass is the company.
Yeah, I think it's the Golden Army.
Anyways, whatever
basically
it's called.
Elephants and all that. What I think is going to happen there is Theon... Like, there's 2 ways they can go with it.
Yeah.
I think in order to make the final battle something epic... Well, there's 2 sides of it. To make it epic, have the Golden Army get to King's Landing. Basically, in that kind of situation, Euron kills Theon. And Theon dies. However, there's another part of it of kind of good with bad. Cersei's expecting the Golden Army. What if the plot twist in 4 is Theon has his redemption, kills his uncle, and now Cersei has to come up with a new plan for episode 5 because her trump card is out of the way.
Well, I'm going to put it this way. I would think either Theon... Okay, here's how I'm going to say it. Theon kills Euron, or Euron kills Theon, but his sister gets the final hand of it. So she in killing Theon, she kills Euron.
Here's the only...
It leaves that little time slot open, like the few seconds for her to get him.
Here's the only reason... I want to throw something in really quick.
Let me finish mine real quick. That ruins the Golden Company thing, which makes it a semi-fair fight.
See, but does it?
Because King's Landing has a way more amassed army, does it not?
Yeah, no, but here's the thing, and that's what I was thinking, is you got to understand this, and this is why I think some of the Golden Company have to get over into King's Landing. Because, yes, you have King's Landing's army, but virtually, well, I guess it all depends on what happens with the White Walker fight.
There's going to be mass deaths.
Virtually, you have the Starks, the Wildlings, and the Dothraki plus dragons.
Yes.
2 dragons. Like, I feel like if they lost the Golden Company completely, the scale would be tipped too far into the Winterfell side. Because they have dragons. They have
Except
the Dothrakis.
don't forget. I mean, yes.
We don't even know what if a dragon falls in the White Walker battle because we're gonna get dragon on dragon fight.
Exactly. You're gonna have 2 versus 1 ice dragon versus 2 normal dragons. You don't know how many casualties are gonna be. Dothraki are gonna die. Wildlings are gonna die. Northerners are gonna die. Maybe even another dragon death. So you don't know how low the army.
What happens in episode 3 will set up what happens to the Golden Compass.
Yeah, basically. So it can either be one way where Theon and his sister will screw it up, and the Golden Compass won't make.
I want Theon to have the kill. I want the redemption arc.
I'm just saying though. One of the 2 will get the kill, and Euron won't. Basically, Euron won't make it.
I want to see Euron die, that fucking bastard.
Anyways, okay.
Oh, I just want to see him die.
I'll word it this way then. Euron, one side of that coin, depending on how episode 3 turns out. Euron won't make it, and neither will the Golden Compass or company. The second side is Euron does. The Golden Company makes it, but that all depends on episode 3 on how many casualties we have.
Okay.
I think it varies on casualties because if you have
it's the Golden Company.
Yeah, okay, Golden Company. Well, if you have 2, let's put it this way: you have too many casualties, then all of a sudden the Golden Company turns up. How are you even going to win this? Yeah, you have a dragon, but they also have mounted. They're mounting
the bow
stuff.
And arrow. Yeah, the giant arrows
on
the
King's
wall.
Landing. Yeah. So I mean,
but as we've seen before, they're very inaccurate.
Yes, but I mean, if you have multiple of those being shot at a dragon, one of them's going to hit because it injured its wing and at least made it drop.
Yeah.
It couldn't fly anymore. So imagine hitting it where, the Ice King, right?
Yeah, basically.
The Night King, that's what I'm thinking
where they said there's that one weak spot right by the neck.
Yeah. He hit it right there, right on the money. Fire spewing out right there, and dragon just.
And then eventually they brought it back.
Someone is bound to hit that spot on at least one of the 2 dragons.
How many dragons do you think we get to by the end of the series? Do you think all 3 dragons die?
I think
I think I would like that. I would like all 3 to die. Because you got to think the one thing, and I know Emergency Awesome brought this up. Like, I think he said it was like something like the return of spring, or like new. Basically, the point of like one of the titles was a new life. What if it's one thing where, what if Jon dies, both dragons die, however Dany's left with the throne, and you just see it's like, oh no, one of these dragons laid eggs before the battle. True, and she has 2 or 3 more dragon's eggs, and it's like, okay, here it is. That
is something you mentioned before, maybe one in the basement of either King's Landing or Winterfell. There's a dragon egg,
maybe like an egg that's been hasn't hatched for years.
Yeah, who knows? Because it has to be put in fire apparently. I mean, who knows how long it would have been? Those other ones have been sitting there before they were hatched.
True. Anything that you're thinking about that we missed with this?
No, like I said, basically I think the Golden Company making it is going to be a matter of,
what if some of them make it? Not all of them, but some.
Maybe even some of it. Just it all depends on episode 3.
Because I feel like, and this is in my heart of hearts, that some of the Golden Company will get over just to make it a fair fight for episode 5.
Yeah. Well, that, and to see the awesomeness of elephants charging at another army. Because theatrically, you're going to want to see that.
Yeah, because we haven't seen that at all.
No.
The last time we saw elephants was when Dany was still over in, not Westeros, but Easteros.
Yeah. Whoa, that was clever name right there.
That was the last time we saw like an elephant.
I think it's Essos, actually.
Yeah, it's Essos. I know it. I knew what I was saying.
Okay.
I was making the joke, Westeros and Easteros. I knew it was Essos. I knew what I was saying.
Okay.
I knew what I was saying. That's why I had that big smile, that big grin on my face. I knew what I did.
Okay.
But any final thoughts before I turn on to them and wrap this whole shindig up?
Yeah, then I guess I think I'm going to slightly alter my prediction. It's going to either be all or a small chunk of the Golden Company will make it over. Yeah, because...
So you're not saying all of them now. Not all of them are getting demolished.
No, because, some of them might make it back over there because they have their orders from Euron.
Okay.
So maybe someone will still ship them over and like make it, but it won't be a mass amount of them.
Yeah.
And then make it a, you don't want to make it a completely fair fight, even, but you don't want to have like overwhelming numbers where, oh shit, we're never going to get this done.
Let's turn it on to them.
Yes.
You guys tell us what you guys think down below in the comment section. Also, thank you guys for checking out the Rick and Johnny podcast this week. Want to thank you for that little housekeeping here at the end. Number one, if you liked what you saw, you liked what you listened to, check out patreon.com/mostvaluablepodcast. Today, we don't have the problem. We're recording during the day.
Yeah.
So if the lights were shut off, we didn't have electricity. Well, if we didn't have electricity, we couldn't record.
No.
Because these mics need electricity.
Yes,
but
they do. Usually.
to help keep the lights on, to help keep all this work, patreon.com/mostvaluablepodcast. Number two, you want to get some MVP gear, get this sweet t-shirt that I'm wearing right now. All that is down below in the description. And last but not least, if you're on iTunes or you have an iTunes account, please give us that 5-star rating. Rick and Johnny podcast, the Fast Break, the Primetime Podcast, the Onside Kick. It would mean the world to us. Want to thank you guys for either watching and or listening. And as always, have a good day, everybody. You know what's completely funny? I said watching and or listening. Completely opposite mediums.